Islam is the living symbol of the people of Pakistan. For centuries, the Muslims of the subcontinent have cherished their way of life, always identifying themselves with the realities of a changing world. Our cultural heritage has a distinct color and quality. And yet, Pakistanis are one nation, single-minded in their dedication to their faith and country. A great civilization flourished here 5,000 years ago. Mohenjo-daro. When most of the world was in darkness, this was the cradle of an elegant civic life. In ruins today, but reminiscent of a prosperous lifestyle, almost modern, you might say. Life and living was enriched by the confluence of great art and culture. These Gandhara masterpieces remind us of how the hand makes what the heart believes. A lot of water has lashed the coastline of Pakistan since the Muslims first established themselves here. The earliest signs of their presence is visible in Bambor and in Mansoura and elsewhere. The foundations had been laid, followed by the arrival of the famous saints and reformers, whose efforts changed the course of history. Even in death, they left behind a heritage of unique architecture. The Badshahi Mosque in Lahore, built by the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, ranks among the great monuments of the Mughal rule. The grandeur of the edifice and the brilliant craftsmanship of its interior stonework dazzles the eye. A fascinating feature is this intricate marble inlay work on red stone. The domes have a perfect figure, the crowning glory of the mosque. On the sprawling grounds outside the mosque lies the great philosopher Allama Iqbal, who dreamt of a free sovereign homeland for the Muslims. The Lahore fort, the centerpiece here, is the Sheesh Mahal. It was a royal residence built by Emperor Shah Jahan. The interior is decorated with tiny mirrors set in arabesque. The double pillars of the front arcade are inlaid with semi-precious stones in floral designs. Within the huge fort, the Diwan-e-Khas, the hall of special audience, built with the choicest marble. Diwan-e-Am, the hall of audience for the common people, was built by Emperor Akbar. It has an open cascaded pavilion reflecting the taste and temper of the Mughal rulers. The Mughals were lovers of earthly beauty, of cool running water, meadows and gardens. The Shalimar Garden has different elevations and layers, fountains, lawns and trees, a place for rest and recreation. Emperor Jahangir is buried in Lahore. In his tomb, the sides of the cenotaph are engraved with the 99 attributes of God, and the beautiful floral designs are wrought in delicate petrodula work. Exquisite floral designs, painstakingly made, are evident again in the Muhammad Khan Mosque in Peshawar, a reminder to the modern art lovers of what the great artisans were. This is Emperor Shah Jahan's famous mosque in Thatta, in which the renowned tiles of Sindh are used in great quantity and variety. An abiding architectural wonder is the acoustic arrangement. The voice from the pulpit can be heard in every nook and corner of the mosque. The voice of a great mystic like Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai has reverberated throughout these lands, and his mausoleum is a revered shrine for all. As the Mughals declined, the British came, but the Muslims kept their faith. This flame was rekindled and their historic struggle was finally enshrined in the Pakistan Resolution of 1940 in Lahore. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of the nation, led the Muslims of the subcontinent in their demand for a separate sovereign homeland, where they could live in justice and freedom, with the opportunity to follow the cherished principles of Islam. The dark night of imperial oppression exacted its own price, but the leaders and the led never flinched, and they left behind their footprints on the sands of time. Sacrifices were many, in tears and in blood. Victory at last, and today this monument stands in Lahore as the monument to the original pledge. The fruits of fortitude and true sentiment always bloom in the many-splendid culture of Pakistan, as here in the Khatak dance by the hardy warriors of the northern mountains. There is an epic quality about Pakistan and its landscape, a gift of God. Such peaks, frozen in time, inspire and challenge. There are 33 giant peaks within a 15-mile radius, including the fearsome K2, the second highest in the world. Mountains and glaciers go together, and the art of geography is never complete without these moving columns, often frightening, and therefore to be appreciated from a distance. Blessings are many. The northern areas of Pakistan are famous for the gem-like quality of their lakes, quiet, peaceful waters, where visitors come from all over the world to enjoy the restful quality of life and living. Such lakes are many all across the country, with their own wealth of fauna and flora. The choice is yours. Life free from the bondages of time, wildlife can be bewildering to the civilized man and enchanting too. What is good for the eyes can be good for the ears. Al-Ghoza is a traditional instrument of Sindh. Like eternal music, the seawater has flowed over the coastline of Pakistan for many centuries, and for hundreds of miles from Karachi to Gwadar. Long, clean stretches of these beaches provide recreation to these